Welcome to the New Mexico Small Business Development Center Alamogordo Center Starting Your Business Online Module Series. This is Module 7. At the end of this mini session, you will be able to gain more information about understanding the essentials of a marketing and sales plan. Making customers aware of your business on an ongoing basis is critical to your success. A marketing strategy sets out in detail how you will get your product or service in front of people who need it. A sales strategy is not the same as a marketing strategy, but they do go hand in hand. Whereas marketing is about getting your name out there, tempting new customers, or reminding existing customers about your business, a sales strategy is more about how you close the deal with specific customers. Let's look at developing a marketing and sales plan. Your marketing and sales plan should include a review of your target market, development of your unique selling position and value proposition, development of some marketing goals and sales goals, developing a pricing strategy, looking at an advertising budget, and also thinking about your customer acquisition and retention plan. Let's look at some of these more closely. First, you need to analyze your market. You should have done some market analysis whenever you were doing the feasibility part of your business. Now you need to find out why your clients need your company. Find out exactly who they are and the problem they need solved. Identifying why your customers use your business will help you approach new customers. Especially in the early stages of your business, you might not have all the answers, but it's important to ask new customers as they come in why they came in, who referred them, what they need, did they find what they needed. The more information you can get from early customers, the better. Also, as your company continues, you can list your clients' similarities and differences. This will help you create profiles for each type of client. You might find out that you have 2 or 3 different client types, and that will help you in your marketing. You should also try to find out about your competitors' clients. Rank the groups in order of profitability, and then you can get an idea of where you should be spending your marketing dollars. If a client is costing you more than you're making from them, make sure you have a good reason that you're still selling to them. For example, if you're selling to a large company, it might be that they're providing you with regular revenue and drawing attention to your business in their promotional activities. Cut down or eliminate your sales costs to unprofitable customers. Sometimes, especially in the beginning, we're so eager to please customers that after a while we realize that we aren't making any money from our customers. It's time to take a good look at our business plan. Marketing, branding, and advertising. Marketing is your message. It's the message that you're distributing to the community and to your customers. Branding is the perception that people will have of your business. Advertising is the method that you use to get your message and perception out there. Developing a marketing message. It should always center around the best way to reach your target customer. Remember, your target customer is your ideal customer. And even though your marketing message will also hit other customers, it should be intended for your ideal customer. Remember that a marketing strategy spans an extended time frame. It could be weeks or months. We'll talk about different advertising methods, but once you pick a marketing message and an advertising method, you should stick with it for an extended period of time. Once you select a message that you think might work for you, you can test it in the marketplace. You can gauge whether you attain additional customers. If you do, it might be the right message. If not, you might want to consider tweaking it and trying it again. Eventually, you'll get a marketing message that will be exactly as you had planned it to be. Branding has a lot to do with the visual look of your business. Branding also includes being visually appealing, being visually consistent on your marketing materials. You should reface or refresh building and storefronts, and also consider dressing success and being professional at all times. Whether you have a janitorial business or a professional services firm, clients expect there to be consistency and professionality behind the business. There's different branding tools that you can use to help you establish a professional look and also consistent, whether you have brochures or flyers or a website. And that also includes a company logo, a mission statement, having flyers, brochures, or other types of price lists that all have the same look. Make sure that your website or web presence also displays exactly as your company looks. And you might want to consider having a dress code for your employees if you have employees. Or perhaps you want to have a polo or a t-shirt that has the company name on it. All of those things will help you brand your company in a professional manner, and you can also have your mission statement or your logo or your slogan, and that will help remind customers of what your company does and what it stands for. There's different ways to get your marketing message out there. There's traditional marketing through newspaper, brochures, flyers, the phone book, radio advertisements, TV advertisements, and of course your website. There's also social media marketing now. Most businesses have a business Facebook page. Some businesses use Google+, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, or Twitter. Remember that with social media marketing, you have to stay up to date. If it's something that you're interested in and you use already, it's great to go into that direction. If you don't like to use any of the social media marketing, then it's going to be more difficult to keep up to date and to learn. It is very important to have a web presence, so whether you do it through Facebook or through a website, it's important that they can find you online. Another way to get in contact with your customers could be email marketing. Aweber, Constant Contact, iContact, and MailChimp are all email marketing campaign platforms. You can create a company newsletter. You could create different coupons that go out on a regular basis, or other types of information to distribute to existing customers. And finally, content marketing. That could be articles, blogs, magazines, newspapers, white papers, etc. Decide on your sales channels. Reaching the right customers is easier said than done. Once you have worked out what your market is and how it's broken down, you need to decide which sales channels to use. You could do direct or on-site sales. Those are face-to-face, and it's the model used by most companies. You might also consider marketing on the internet. Telesales or telemarketing can be effective for business-to-business sales or repeat sales, but generally has a low conversion rate. So if a company is using telesales or telemarketing, it's a great way to do follow-up, but probably not the best way to get initial customers. Another method is direct mail. This is said also to have quite a low conversion rate, but it's less intrusive than telemarketing. And also, if you're a manufacturer of goods, you might want to consider going through an agent or an intermediary. This could be a retailer or an agent abroad. Part of being in business is convincing others to use your product or service. In order to do that effectively, you might want to consider developing a unique selling position or USP. These are the factors that you can present to your customers why your product or service is different and better than that of the competition. And also, you might want to consider developing a value proposition. It's the promise of value that you intend to deliver to your customer when they buy from you. Developing and knowing your unique selling position and value proposition will help you in your interactions with customers. You should know why you're better. Every customer interaction is going to be a sales transaction. It doesn't have to be pushy, but you need to know why and what features you're developing and delivering to your business. Your business is delivering to your customers. Make a list of 5 or 6 reasons why customers are better off using your business. Differentiate your business's features, what it has, and the benefits, what it does for your customers. You should also consider putting yourself in your customer's shoes. Try to see what they're looking for. Make sure you emphasize the benefits in your promotional material. Some customers will take information back with them as they need to think about it. And so your promotional material should be able to re-emphasize the reasons to go with your business. Consider developing an elevator speech. An elevator speech is a 10-second statement that states what you do and how it could be beneficial to the person talking to you. An elevator speech is your pitch, it's your hook. Sometimes it's a response to what do you do, and sometimes it's your one shot to get people interested in your business. An elevator speech is particularly effective when doing and visiting networking events. People always ask, what do you do? What does your business do? And you should be able to give them a compelling speech in a short amount of time to get them interested. You can find more information online or visit your SBDC to develop an effective elevator speech, unique selling position, or value proposition. The next session has to do with pricing. Pricing is very important. It's going to be one of the main considerations that your customer has. Even if they're interested in your business, it often comes down to price. So the first thing you need to do is research your competitors' pricing. You need to be competitive with the marketplace. Not too low, not too high, and you should know why you're priced the way you are. Remember that you need to know your costs. You don't want to be losing money from the beginning. Take into consideration gross receipts tax and other local taxes, and also create a price list once you know where you want to be. There's some price and expectations. Usually, if you decide to go on the higher side of the price spectrum, it usually indicates that there's custom work involved, or perhaps you're an expert in your field and you've been doing it quite a long time. There's also an expectation of quality materials and input, and you're probably going to be making a higher margin on each unit. A lower price usually indicates standardization, or perhaps you're new to the marketplace and haven't done this type of work very long. It could be lower quality materials, and you usually plan to sell more at a lower price. So remember, being the low price isn't always the best place to start. It depends on your expertise, it depends on your background, and you should always know exactly why you're setting a price. If you set a high price, perhaps you're worth it, and you should be able to outline that in your value proposition and your unique selling proposition. Whereas if you want to stand out for low price, that's okay too, but you should understand why. Some local networking and resources. Usually your Chamber of Commerce is a great place to meet other business owners. There's an Alamogordo Chamber of Commerce, Cloudcroft, Ruidoso Chamber of Commerce as well. There's also Rotary clubs, civic clubs, and other city meetings where you could meet other business owners and perhaps do some local networking. You might want to also consider trade shows, events, vendor fairs, regional markets, and other businesses and business owners. So where are you in your marketing and sales plan process? Takes a lot of work, but it's one of the most important things you can spend some time on. If you have any questions, visit your SBDC.
We've reached the end of this module. The passcode for a certificate for this module is HELP. Thank you and proceed to the next module.